Welcome, everyone. I would like to welcome you at our webinar, Evaluating Your Business Readiness for Salesforce AI Success. We are scheduled for about an hour today, and whenever you have questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section. And now, without any further ado, let me introduce our amazing speakers, Nazar and Oleg Mikitin. Nazar, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Sasha. Let's continue. So first of all, I would like to thank you for all of our clients and partners for the trust, and for all of you for connecting today and spending time with us to discuss this interesting topic. And we'll be glad to hear your questions and have a really great discussion. So as already mentioned, please put them in chat so we can make sure that we cover them and discuss them later in this webinar. And on this call today, we have together with us Oleg Mikitin, who is Alliance Director and Salesforce Architect at RedTech. Oleg, besides being really cool professional and known Salesforce, he's really passionate about Salesforce community and sharing the knowledge and bringing it to Salesforce. That's how actually, not just being MVP, he also became Salesforce Golden Hoodie, which I think is a really honorable and great recognition from Salesforce and from community for all what he does. And I'm really happy and great that we can work together. But besides that, he is ski lover, and every chance that we have, we go skiing together. And that's probably the best part of having a brother. Oleg, how about you?
Thank you, Nazar. Hi, everyone. So great to be here today with you all, and thank you for your warm words. As you can notice from the last name and probably from the beard, Nazar is my older brother, and he introduced me to the Salesforce. He is there like for 13 years, and he's passionate about Salesforce. He founded a company. He's a CEO. He's continued this journey, and together we are happy to trailblazing within Salesforce and within you all. He's really passionate about Salesforce and sales in particular. He is sales champion, and he's continue passing certification and those accreditation and learning new products from Salesforce. So he is really a lot of interest in trailblazing. And he's a runner. He's a marathon runner, so he is very goal-oriented guy. So as you see, he is always achieving his results. And also sometimes we are skiing together, as you share. So it's really great to work and enjoy our time together.
Thank you, Oleg. And yes, I tend to be my goal is to become marathon runners. For now, it's just half marathons, but definitely one day I will do my best to run marathon. And let's go quickly through what we'll be talking about today. So we already started with introductions, and we will tell you a little bit more about the company RedTech that we are working in and what we do. We will explain and start a little bit from just to make sure that we all understand what AI is. I think nowadays everybody does, but it's really a lot of different buzz around, and we don't it might get lost in different ways of looking at AI. So we will make sure that we understand what we talk about and how it's like built in Salesforce, or actually we can say into Salesforce. And other part we will talk is how to assess readiness and make sure that you're on the right path if you want to start, because everybody is talking about AI today, AI, but well, we want to make sure that we understand where to get started and provide you with right ideas and right tools. And again, it's just the beginning of what we are doing. So we'll be happy on your questions so we can prepare for the next sessions as well. And how also we will discuss the AI case that we have been doing for a while now, but it's also exciting journey. Some already achieved, some things are still coming in the future. So we will be happy to share with what we've done so far and where we are going.
Yes, and before we go deeper into AI discussion and AI success strategy, a couple of words about ourselves, about Red Tech. Some of you already familiar. I've been working with a couple of you I see here in the list. But just for those who haven't seen us before, Red Tech is a Salesforce implementation partner, and we are really focused on chance to grow. It's chance to grow for our customers, for our partners. It's our motto for our teammates. We all here for growth, and we want to help you on this way too. With Salesforce, we are like 10 years on the market. We have over 100 experts, certified experts, and we are continue growing. Our CSAT is 5 stars, and we are not going to lower it down because we really value our customer success and their satisfaction, because we are always willing to build long-term relationship with everyone we are working with. And if we talk about a bit of our expertise, we are working with different products, all core products, but also some niche products like Revenue Cloud, CPQ, Field Service Lightning. We also working with CRM analytics, and we also work with MuleSoft and a couple more products. So we are quite broad expertise here. And also our key industries is manufacturing, commerce, also professional services. But in our career, we've been working with quite many different kind of industries. So we're happy to support there. And always we are focused on a product expertise. So we always, when we work with our customers, we are building a roadmap for future vision and how we get bigger results, and not that simple things for today, because we're always focused on a long run. And now let's go to the AI.
So we are starting this series to talk about to make sure that we have this pass, and then our aim is to have regular conversations with you, like webinars. Probably sometimes we will also do offline meetups and other ways of communicating, where we start with preparing for the AI, elevating your business readiness, understanding what you already have, what you still have to do. Next part will be to talk about like proof of technology, so understand which parts of AI you can use to improve your business and make it better. So you can create a plan and create a vision for it, but then how from that vision you can get into an action plan. So you can start using AI on day-to-day way and actually make it successful. And when you will start using, we will be also working together with you to see how to eliminate challenges and how to make better ways and better use to improve every day and continuously go through that process.
And before we go to understanding like what is AI readiness, how to prepare, and so on, let's quickly start about what is Salesforce AI, because as you know, Salesforce is a leader in CRM, but also leader within enterprise AI. So Salesforce really provide quite broad range of tools for AI. Some of them are predictive AI, some of them are generative AI, and a couple more. All of them are united in one product. It's called Einstein One Platform. And we will talk a bit more about those types of products that can help you to achieve different goals. And also, it's very important to understand why you need to start doing AI today, because all those customers who are starting doing it today, it's really boosting them to the new level. AI can automate a lot of things for you. It can automate all those routine tasks, and you can focus more on your key initiatives and your strategic goals. It can help you to provide better decision making through the different data insights and data analytics tools that will help you to focus on only that piece that gives you the most results. But also the cool thing is that now we are in an era AI, and that era of customer experience, that everyone likes their personalized experience. And without AI, it's quite hard to do that very strong and deep personalized experience, because every customer can have their own data, their own experience, their own like requests and products that they are interested in. So it's very good that AI can analyze all the data, and with Customer 360, we can provide a better customer experience for our customers.
And while we are talking about Salesforce AI, for ourselves, but also for our customers, we categorized them into 5 categories that mainly used, like the AI part. And first part is perception. It's basically how AI works together with outer world, with like natural language processing. So tools like Siri, Alexa, which image recognition that can have basically understand what's on image. But again, other part is to OCR, to read unstructured data, read documents that are on PDF files or pictures. Probably the most widely used for right now part is analytical AI, which is started with a prediction. So based on previous statistics, previous data that exists, you can predict what will happen next, so providing the score. And this also helps with like giving in Salesforce scores to leads and opportunities. And the next part was diagnostic, so you can understand if there is anything wrong in such case based on the data, on the previous data. Same as doctor, based on how you feel and what you describe, can diagnose or based on like test results, analyze what's going on. Same AI, and also used with in medical cases, but also as we now speak, mostly used in like as we use in a business. And descriptive helps us understand the data, to see like what we see in reports. Prescriptive actually helps us to decide what will be next good steps to take. So if somebody's sick, what medicines they should take. And the most excitement lately was about generative AI. And the main one probably is generative pre-trained transformer, which everybody knows as GPT. And GPTs which basically work with text, generating text based on prompts. And generative adversarial networks, which basically creates images for us based on requests, and can also create other types of data. But what's really also cool is program synthesis, which is helping a lot of programmers around the world to get started with like using programming languages to generate code, and music and art generation, which is probably more fun stuff. And we've seen a lot of people are now playing with it and creating a lot of different music files with different voices and different styles, which is a lot of cool stuff. And interaction. So there's conversational AIs, the chat bots that we all use. Some of them are pretty good right now, which you can not even think that it's not human speaking with you, but some are quite still hard to talk to, let's say this way. And we all seen recommender systems that when we go to websites for shopping, they suggest us things that we sometimes wonder how that even possible that they know what we are looking for. And last category, which is autonomous systems or autopilots that usually used in the cars or airplanes or other systems that need pilot. And control systems. Control systems usually are used in manufacturing and production sites to control the way system works, or the way how they to see if the quality is good, but also if anything happens. that they can make sure that fix it even before that is going to happen. And let's see which category Salesforce actually has in there. So Salesforce actually combines quite many, and it starts with perception. So like natural language processors, so chatbots and or case classification is one of the few of the products that Salesforce has. Einstein Vision helps to analyze and analyze, especially for OCR, like reading text. Probably the widely used are now Einstein predictive scores and forecasting, which usually used for leads and opportunities to provide them with scores to see where they're going, where they're moving. And so you can, or your teammates can start acting on those leads or opportunities before it's too late. And diagnostics. So with Einstein Discovery, we can see what's going on, where data and analyze what's happening. And for descriptive, we can have so many reports, but not all of us are data analysts, and we need insights from Einstein to help us to read the data and understand what's is shown on the chart. And prescriptive, which is I guess for me right now is the most exciting tool because it helps actually to not to guess, but have like a body that gives you with a best idea what you should do next, and assist you on helping with best actions and recommendations for products that are used was previously sold. And generative, which is all combined in Einstein GPT. There are different ones, but they're all under one umbrella with Einstein GPT. And interaction, it's Einstein bots, and for recommender, Einstein recommendations that are widely used in commerce tools. And what's interesting is we recently heard about from Mark Benioff and saw on his Twitter, or now it's called X. We saw that there are two new cool features or tools coming here called a sales assistant, or is it, if I'm not mistaken, and sales and service assistant, which are combining four of these categories together to be really powerful AI tool that will help all of us to sell better and to perform services better.
So basically, they will bring Salesforce agent platform to provide those assistants on sales agent and service agent, and they will bring it to the new level how customers communicate in chat. Because when you check to those bots, that is always blocking you somewhere, but with AI, they will always find a way how to figure out with your question. And if they couldn't, they will always bring a human in the loop. So this is really cool to see this.
So it's great news before Dreamforce, and it's really exciting what's going to happen at Dreamforce. Looking forward to that.
But it's cool to see all those products available in Salesforce, to see all those type of AI available. But this specific session is for evaluating your AI readiness, right? So we want to understand how we want to prepare for this. If you haven't not started, where to start, what to do, and how to be in this trend and enjoy this AI evolution. So here we have great things. We have AI readiness wheel. It comes from 6 blocks, and it will help you to understand a bit which blocks you need to think about and where to start. So the main thing will be why and its strategy, to understand what you want to resolve, what you want to achieve, what is your goal and ambition for this, and how you want to approach this. What is your use cases? What may be customer journey you want to improve, or maybe automate something in your specific work processes, etc. Another thing, it would be about who, for whom are you building this? It can be external people, it can be your customers, your partners, or people who interact with your company. or it can be also your internal people who are working in day-to-day with your systems, and it can help them to automate their work and improve their decisions, for example, with predictive AI. But also with the people group, we also have who will implement this. We need to understand if you have that workforce skills and you have that also expertise and resource in-house, or maybe you need some external help who has expertise in implementing this AI strategies and tools. Another blocks will be how you want to do it. And here will be more about your processes and ethics, because you need to know what exactly process need to be this specific AI, how it should be delivered, what should be that measurements, and what will be the standards for it. And ethics is very important also because you want to make sure that it's very transparent, that it's under your policies, there is no bias, and how you train those data models with your data, and how it react and work within your company structures and goals. And the next two, it's data and technology platforms that is under group with what. It's actually the main focus for this session, because we will help you to understand how you can prepare your data, how you can prepare your tools, which tools can fit you, and so on. So this is the two we will focus today. And basically you will have to analyze your technology infrastructure, data capabilities, and understand which gaps you can fill with AI. So with this said, we will move forward to the data preparation.
So before we start with data preparation and what to do, let's see what is happening in outside world and what everybody else doing. And there was a survey done last year, actually in the end of last year, but I still believe that the data that they collected, the results are not far away from what's happening right now. And chief data officers and data leaders, 80% of them say that they agree that AI will eventually transform their data or the way their organizations work, so their business environment. And I cannot disagree with them, because this is like really AI and future bringing us a lot of potential. And it's a lot of things that will definitely change in the coming years. 62% are planning to increase spending on generative AI in particular. This is really interesting because there is still a long way for us, all of us, to get there, and it seems easier like than it's actually can be done, because there are a lot of things that we need to focus on to improve. The way we work, the way the data is collected. But what's really also interesting and what's really cool for people that work with data is that AI brought attention to their roles, and everybody agrees that they now it's like their time of glory, where they see there is more attention coming to their roles, because before data was just collected and not usually was analyzed. Now we see the data is a new gold, and we need to start working on it, start preparing it really well. So if you're in data space, you're in the right spot, and you should continue definitely working to make sure that you know what to do with your data. And how to get like that, like what steps you should take. Some of them a bit more general, but still we wanted to make sure that we cover them. And we all start with data cleaning. So data cleaning is easier said than done, but you need to understand what means actually clean data for you. And it can be different for different organizations, but also even within same organization can for different departments for different roles. And you need to make sure that you have same form. That's why you need to create the same format for the data, for the structure, especially if it's in a different systems, and you need to integrate it, because it can be that in one system, one field is in text, and that text is free text. The other field is number or something else, and it's really important that you can actually bring the data together, and that you have same format, same rules, and the requirements, that you can actually use it together, which is requires a lot of work and attention, especially if you have multiple systems and data is spread all over. It's the usual, not really usual thing, which is with data splitting. Sometimes we can have tons of data, and we think, oh, we will just load all of it into AI. Especially first of all, you need to make sure that it's good data, because if you load all bad data, you will have bad results and really poor results. But again, it can even slow down the AI systems and AI, because you just you need to make sure that you have enough, but also good quality data. So consider even that you will not need all of the data that you currently have. And as we speaking about splitting, again, you also need to integrate with different systems. So and to enhance data. Could be that you can do that by integrating system to the system, but also it can be that it doesn't even exist yet, that you never thought that you will need this field or this piece of data to provide you with some insights or some ideas, and that might be really part where you will have to think about that for your particular use case. And then let's not forget about ethical consideration, especially with generative AI. It can be really bad if you put some like information that can be harmful, and it will start generating something bad for your business or for end client, even worse. That's not something that any of us want. So we should be really careful with doing this. And as you can see, only like that, not only, but 36% of chief data officers and data leaders say that they have really great challenges about data. And it's not surprising, but that again emphasizes on that not like even like less, well, a bit more than a half has like structured way of working with the data, but really huge number of companies are still struggling. And I guess if you had a broader number, it would even increase. So it's really important to focus on data. But then from more general, let's move into more actual steps that you should take.
And I think by this moment, we already understand that data is crucial here, right? And that we need to prepare this data. There are a lot of work to prepare this data, but at the end results, it's worth it, because it will give you a lot of automations and a lot of insights that will help to generate more revenue for you and have better processes. But let's see what steps we have here. We divided it into 3 blocks. So first one is integration. So to have your data, you need to integrate different places, right? Because most of the time, companies will use different platforms, different tools, and will have different warehouses of their data. Sometimes can be Snowflake, Azure, Oracle, and many others. And you would need this data because you need to identify what is the pieces of data you need to the specific AI model. Because as Nazar said, sometimes you don't need to have all data, but you definitely need to have required data that is needed for this specific model. Because sometimes, for example, you talk to customers, they asking some question about the products, and if you wouldn't see the history, what they bought in the past, it will be hard to make them recommendation what to buy next. So you will definitely need to have that pieces, and also you would need to know what is in RFP, what is available in your products right now. So you will need to know that full picture for this process, right? And it's very important to start integrating those systems and make sure that those processes are seamless, because if something doesn't work, you can lose this data and you will not be able to provide the end results by AI. So it's very important to have that up and running integrations. But after that, it's not all. When you build your integration, you need to make sure that this data is harmonized and unified. So what does it mean? It means that your data from different sources, it has exactly same format and structure. So then AI can understand this data. And it can be, as Nazar said, different field types or different type of data, somewhere number, somewhere text, somewhere pick list. You need to make this picture and unify it. After that, with that harmonized data, you can even go further and act on this data. So you can build more actions on this data, then it will notify you in the right moment. You will see when human need to be involved in a loop and continue the job from there. Also, cleaning is important. We already discussed it. Data silos is also pretty clear. You need to make sure you avoid them and have as little as possible. And data governance and policies, we touched a bit. You will need to make sure you have exact clear rules how you want to approach this data and processes. And the next one will be data collection and preparation. This is the last one, but it's not the least one, because with the preparation, it means you need to have enough of data. You need to collect this data and to consume it by AI to train it. So for example, if we talk about Sales Cloud, most of the time, Salesforce recommend to have around 30 business accounts, 30 contacts and opportunities to train the model. But from our experience, we would even recommend a bit more to have it more your business oriented approach, and just to make sure it's trained in the right way. If we talk about lead generation, most of the time it needs more than 1,000 leads and maybe a few hundreds of converted leads. But again, I would multiply it by 2 or 3 at least. And if you are not sure if your data is ready, if you have enough of data, it's always possible to validate it by tools. And Salesforce also provide a tool that is called Einstein Assessor that will help you to validate your data requirements, if it's good data and if it's enough. And also, you need to make sure that you have that data management volume in place because it's important. So this is all steps.
And I would say that even though that there is like minimum requirements for a system to start working, to have the accurate predictions and suggestions, it's really crucial to have also like more data. So we had there is like too much data, but usually for most of the cases there is like not enough data. And or in some cases there is even no data that you should start collecting. So sooner you start collecting, more like data you will have, better predictions will be, because basically all the AI is statistics, and you need to have more records, and so you can work on it and create and models can train on it. And as we spoke about data a lot, we got to the point where we think about the platform and infrastructure, and in this world, it's not just one system. It's usually a lot of combined systems, but it's really, from what we see, it's really great to start with Salesforce, because Salesforce can already become your source of truth and be integrated with many systems. Salesforce provides you with tools like MuleSoft that can help you easily integrate with different systems. But again, you can also manage those integrations like ongoing. If there is like smaller cases or something really custom, you can use always API connection, so you can build that or use other connection tools that will help you to get like, so the data that is siloed, get it together, and also like extract, transform your data and make sure that it's in the right format, so you can start acting on it and start training your models. But again, Salesforce provide you with the different models, and we all are excited about GPT. Still, there is a long way for it to get that used on everyday part for many companies. In some cases, it's easier, but what we recommend is to start with predictive AI. So start preparing your data for predictive AI. As in this case, you can actually validate that your data or the predictions are correct. And with generative AI, it's not always easy. Usually you will need to have human in the loop to validate if generated response is correct. And in some cases can be correct. It can be correct like in half cases, and then in some cases it will start hallucinating, as we know, just because we received the wrong data. And what's powerful about Salesforce is that it actually can ground for generative AI. But so in the future, it will give you suggestions or give you the emails or product generation based on your data, not just some generally available information, but really on what you have inside, and nobody else will get it, which is like even cooler. And to have that all that also integrated, Salesforce provides us with a really powerful tool called Data Cloud, which now became really a great data warehouse that can connect with different systems, which also brings data together and makes it actionable. So you can, besides just using for the AI, you can also use it for your automations. For example, if you have processes for your service, you can analyze from your ERP system if you have availability or some products coming, and then you can also act within Salesforce to make order, to update orders, to update the customer, which is really great. And it doesn't even copy the data into Data Cloud or into Salesforce. So it's called zero ETL. And that's a great approach and gives us a lot of ways to optimize and automate our work. And again, to get well structured with the data and understand what you need to harmonize, and data harmonization and have the same format. It's just like if you use Data Cloud, it's really important that it can be all together in one place, and you can already start using Salesforce AI tools that are already embedded into the platform. And we got to the point where we have our case that we built, and Oleg will start on it.
Yeah, I'll just share a couple of words about our case. This is a company that we are currently working right now, and this is the first iterations that we completed, and they're like future steps we will be done here. But this is a company that is manufacturing, and they are present in multiple countries. Also, they have over 300 employees, and they work in different sectors like B2B space and also B2C. So they've been really struggling with having their sales processes are like disconnected. They had those revenue management not in a good way, with all those forecasting and very like slow responses of that was losing customers, and sometimes was inaccurate pricing, and they didn't know what price to offer, what discount to provide, because it was more on a guess. But with data, with being data driven, they could do it much better. So here we implemented a couple of products for them, and first one was a Sales Cloud with combination of a CPQ that helps them to provide better quoting process and better price management, so that it was much better with a price guidance and explanation what discount would be more efficient and optimal here by analyzing different historical data and their historical trends, their locations, and so on. Also, we implemented here Einstein predictive scores that helps them to analyze which opportunities are higher priority and more likely to close, and to focus on them. And also it really helps them to boost their efficiency, because they knew where to focus more. So this is really how Salesforce, with combination of AI, can help customers to improve their processes in the sales. And also with that, it also provided a lot of automated work that make them like less routine work and more automated. But if you, Nazar, gonna add here is about like what is the future vision and what we see with this customer.
Yeah, and before we jump into the future, that's actually how it all started because of exciting about the predictive AI. Everybody thinks that it's just like, oh, we will just start using predictive AI, but it's not always where you see like most of even most of value for the customer, and we also forget that predictive AI that has been around for a long time and already is well tested and well working actually brings a lot value, and this is what we can start with, because as already said, that you can really see that data that we have actually is a good data, and then we can actually trust the prediction, what it gives, and trust the data. And with Salesforce, and it's any business, it's all about trust. And what we started doing is actually analyze and get data together. Some of those things were like in different warehouses. So we integrated with that, but also integrated that with ERP system, which also helped us to improve the data, to enhance the data, and start doing prediction and prescription, as we already learned today, to suggest a price. So it's usually really hard to say what is the best price I can give at this point, because on can depend on the stage, it can depend on location, it can depend on time of the year, and again on availability on your actual warehouse. So this is really important that sales team now can have not just guessing, but they can work on real understanding that there is backed with a data analysis, and that system provides them those suggestions. And as a goal is start using generative part, so we can have emails. Ideally, would be even to create quotes, but to start using that as a part of creating those like materials for us, so then we don't really have to spend time, and it should be based on the previous historic data that is in Salesforce system. That's what we're currently working on, and it's moving in the right direction, I should say. But I can also, as I said, should emphasize again that you start with a data, and the only way to analyze it and understand that it's good to have like predictions and other different kinds of AI that you can actually verify that it's working well.
And it's really like exciting to see all those changes that organization coming through with Salesforce AI, how it's optimize their way of working and improve it. And it's only like sales example, but as I said, it can be like marketing, or it can be also in service. There are like so many different ways to improve it. And I'm really proud that we are at RedTech have multiple cases right now that we are working with on AI, but also that we are very strong on integration and data. We are helping companies to prepare for this AI. And right now we have a lot of projects that we are working on, build a foundation for copilots and for generative AI. So hopefully next time, in sometime soon, we will show more cases with copilot implementation also.
Yeah, and it's really exciting at the point where we see that we will improve day-to-day work and help sales team, but also the customer to see that they are getting actually what they want and for the right price. So we got to the questions part, and let me check chat. So I see we have one question. What is the timeline for AI implementation? Let's say based on what we had in this project. So some data already existed. Basically, can be A few will really depends. It's really hard to say just from one project, or will depend on the size of the customer or size of the what you want to implement. But can take from 3 months to year or years. Usually data collection, it's if you don't have any data, it's 3 to 6 months. And that will help you to like make sure that you have all the right data. And the rest of the part can start like even start using it out of the box, some of those things, but still you will need data. And if you don't have it, it will just not work. And for integrations, again, it can be like done within a few weeks or months. If you have good API description, Salesforce has a great API. If the other systems have, or you can also start using MuleSoft, which is also speeds up the process to get it up and running. Okay, one more question. Do you have any ongoing completed generative AI project? We actually spoke about one just right now, and we are discussing with a few more customers as they want to start using AI. As we all said, GPT is mainly one discussed, but we say that there is like some steps that you cannot. So you need to start walking before you start running, and that's what we do with data preparation, making sure that you have the right data and bring it all together. And again, start with predictive AI to make sure that you're ready for generative AI. Oleg, do you want to add anything to?
Yeah, I think you covered mainly it. From our technical perspective, we are right now really diving deep on those new products that Salesforce are bringing up. And especially next month, we'll be at Dreamforce. I want to learn more about Agentforce, about how they will announce that Salesforce agent for Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, because we have quite a lot of expertise in sales and service, particularly. Especially working with CPQ and field service lighting, I think there will be a lot of benefit for these products.
Agree. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, likewise. Maybe more questions. If you like, you can also unmute yourself and ask, or you can post in chat. Feel free. We have a couple more minutes, and we're happy to answer all of them.
Well, looks like we covered all and no questions. So thank you all again, and we will be happy to get in touch. If you have more questions, feel free to reach out, and we will be gathering together again. So prepare more questions, and we will work on getting some more insights and more ideas how you can start using AI together with Salesforce.
And thank you again for spending an hour with us. It's very valuable to have you here with us. And if you have any questions, feel free to connect with me and Nazar. We're happy to help.
Thank you all.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for. Oh, well, we still have one more question in chat.
Oh, okay.
So it says, how does AI help partners who build products on platform?
Okay, there's a few ways. So AI for developers can be really useful, I guess, in this case, but also embedding AI. So there's few things that Salesforce started doing, especially if you bring different models, you can start working around that really specialized models. I think that part will be really growing well. Oleg, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think like a lot of ways how you can use it, especially as you mentioned in development. So like there are like different tools that can generate Apex for you, or maybe like generate flows, etc. Sometimes partners can use it for discovery, for example. You can know better discovery process, how you can envision all those questions, interview preparations, and also draft of different user stories, how you will implement the process. I know Salesforce also working on a couple projects right now internally, more AIs for development. but I think it will be an always after Dreamforce. So it will help partners even do more with a shorter time. But the main goal right now, it's not to cut the work, but it helps you to make projects faster. So for example, right now there's like many customers that they need a lot of implementations, and it's all like takes long in time, and like or also partner resources are limited. So Salesforce trying to achieve that those projects will be conducted much faster, but we will just as a partner will be able to do more projects in the same time frame.
Yeah, agree. And another part where Salesforce, so as they will introduce a platform like agent platform, there will be additional tools that partners can build for their customers or for App Exchange by basically teaching, because you know that AI will get skills, and teaching those skills or providing specific automations that you can use in really specialized cases, and you will be able to have that for Copilot or for agents platform.
Okay, hope we answer the question, or if you have following one, happy to answer it too. Sure, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Okay, any other questions before we all go and enjoy the rest of the day?
Okay, well, thank you again, and see you next time.
See you next time. Bye-bye.